The question is, let A, B, C, D be propositions. They are simple atomic propositions. They can be either true or false. Then assume that the equivalence A double implies B or negation of B and B double implies C hold. Then the truth value of the formula A and B implies A and C or D is always, option A is true, always false, always same as truth value of B and always same as the truth value of D. So basically in the question one formula is given, two conditions are given. Conditions are A is equivalent to B or negation of B and B is equivalent to C. And question is asking what will be the truth value of this particular formula. Now we know formula can take different values. Formula can always be true, in which case the formula will be called as tautology. The formula can always be false, in which case the formula will be called as contradiction. Now it may happen that the truth value of formula is always same as the truth value of B. So you keep B equal to true, entire formula will become true. You keep B equal to false, entire formula will become false. Similarly, the entire truth value of the formula may be same as the truth value of D. So let us try to solve this particular question. And most important lines are the equivalence A double implies B or negation of B and B double implies C hold. Now we have already seen double implication stands for equivalence, because biconditional is true only when both the sides are same. And when I say both the sides are same, both may be true, both may be false, doesn't matter, but both the sides have to be same. Similarity is the most important condition for biconditional, and that is why in the question it is directly mentioned, assume that the equivalence holds. Now equivalence holds means the equivalence is satisfied. That is already given in the question, that the equivalence is satisfied, the equivalence is there. And what does that mean? It means number one, A is equivalent to B or negation of B, and therefore we can say that A is equivalent to, what will be B or negation of B? It will be true. So one thing, A is equivalent to true, and second thing, B is equivalent to C, because it is directly given in the question. Okay, the equivalence B biconditional C hold, so we can say that B is equivalent to C. And now what we can do, A can be replaced by true, because A basically means true. Similarly B can be replaced by C, or C can be replaced by B. So what we will do in this formula, it is A and B implies A and C or D. Now we know that the precedence of OR is higher as compared to that of the conditional. We have already seen the precedence of all the operators. Negation has the highest precedence, then comes AND, then OR, then implication, and then double implication. So this right hand side will be grouped like this. So higher precedence will be given to OR, and then the precedence will be given to implication. And now what we are going to do, we will replace this A by true, so that this becomes true and B implies, again we will replace this A by true, and we will replace this C by B, because B and C mean the same thing. So I will write down true and B or D. Okay, I hope you are clear with this step. We are simply making the necessary substitution. We replace A by T and we replace C by B. We could also replace B by C, or we could replace C by B, but I am simply trying to eliminate the variable C from the question. So now we have got only three variables, in fact only two variables. One variable is B and another variable is D. C was replaced by B and A was replaced by true. Now what will be true and B? True and B will be simply equal to B implies, this will be, okay, this bracket should be there. Now what is true and B? True and B will be B or D. And now let us apply the formula for implication. Here it will be left hand side imply right hand side will be negation of left hand side or right hand side, so B or D. And we know B or negation of B will be true, and true or anything is always equal to true, and that is why under the given condition, under these two conditions, the formula will always evaluate to true, and that is why the answer will be then the truth value of the formula A and B imply A and C or D is always true, and therefore option A will be the correct answer. I hope you are very clear with this problem. Again, just to summarize, the equivalence holds means these two terms are equivalent. Similarly, these two terms are equivalent. That means B or negation of B, which is true, is equivalent to A, and B and C are equivalent. And whenever two formulas are equivalent, you can always replace them. So what does that mean? Whenever I say F1 is equivalent to F2, you can replace F1 by F2, or you can replace F2 by F1. Here I replaced A by true and I replaced the C by B. So we eliminated two formulas from the two variables from the formula, and finally we got a formula in only two variables. So true and B will become B. Here also true and B will become B, B or D. Negation of left hand side or right hand side. Now it's a conjunction involving true, and therefore the answer will come out to be equal to true. Okay, so option A will be the correct answer. Fine.